So I was about to go to bed. I logged onto Facebook, and right, the first thing I see is from the Irish Daily Mirror, and it talks about an Irish woman who has an OnlyFans, and basically it's basically saying, look at this one. She's able to buy a house. She's able to buy her second house in a year, and they're like, young girls, maybe think about going down this career instead of going for an honest, hard working job. Think about selling your body to putting up pictures or putting up videos or whatever, and exploiting yourself. And again, as I keep saying about OnlyFans and things like that, as BBC actually done a video the other day on their YouTube channel, and I said everything that they said already the other day, a long time ago, that the young underage girls are seeing this as an option now because they don't see another option. There's no jobs. There's no life in this country to give a young person. There's really, really no life, and we have to be honest with ourselves. And a lot of young girls turn to this. They turn to this. And it's not by their fault, it's the state's fault. It really, really is. But again, the Irish Daily Mirror should have a bit of cop on, saying, it's not the best queer, let's totally be honest. She has every right to do, there's nothing that can stop her in the Constitution. But it's the thing. I'm sure to God, if she took a long look at herself, she's not me. I'm sure she hasn't got many friends or things like that. And again, I don't mean to be mean, but she's not out. Like me or like you. I'm out every day cleaning the roads, doing a hard working job, and I feel like I owned. Again, I don't get paid for my work, but at the end of it, I feel like I achieved something. I did something. I made the cabin a bit more cleaner. I made it a bit more tidier. Take for example, and I come home and I say to myself, I did good. I kept cabin a bit. I made cabin a bit cleaner. I might have done 2% better. Made it 2% cleaner. But I did achieve something. I achieved something. What can you really say about OnlyFans? I give this to some horny man. I sewed 3 fucking pictures of my, I don't know what you could say, your vagina or whatever. To this man, what can you say that you achieved? What can you say that you achieved exploiting yourself? Which I'm sure, and again, this girl in particular, I'm sure she has loads of characteristics. She could be anything. She could be a lawyer. She could be a solicitor. She could be a barrister. She could be a doctor, a nurse. She could be anything she wants to be. Again, and this is the thing. They go down this line because they think it's easy. They think it's rewarding. But everything I've seen people that knew what they want to be. Like, take for example, again, I'm sure many people on the left would attack me and say, oh, she's an honest worker, she's a hard worker, she's this, that, and the people before power for the rest of them. But again, I'm trying to their opinion, of course, 100%, it's a free country after all. But again, I'm sure you could agree with one thing, that she, again, sitting in a room recording videos of herself, taking pictures of herself in the bathroom, wet or whatever, is not again, she doesn't go out and meet anybody in the street. Take for example, she doesn't meet new people. She's not meeting new people on the street, socialising with people. And again, I don't see how you can feel like she achieved something in her heart. And I don't know. Again, the Irish Daily Mail should have a bit more cop on, but I don't know how she can feel in her heart that she's basically exploiting herself to people to make profit. Because again, I have no doubt in my mind that she could do greater things in life for society, for the community. She could be anything. She could go for a job in a county council and become chief executive. She could be anything. She could get a high civil servant job. Again, but she goes to this level where she does this, sell pictures and things like that. And again, again, I say to and I particularly say to young girls, it's not the answer. It might seem like an easy way of making money. And again, shame of the Irish Mirror, I can't say it enough. But basically, the way they're saying, Irish OnlyFans style, buying second house or second home in a year, in less than a year. More or less saying to young girls, look at this one. Putting it on a pole, and not quite literally, sorry. But basically saying, putting on a high stool and saying, look at this woman. Well, they should be saying, look at this hard-working woman. And I know 3 or 4 of them in Cavan County Council, for example, that are really hard, dedicated to the community, who work tirelessly to make sure community projects get through, work tirelessly to make sure that the community, every cent of the taxpayers' money, gets put into the best position for the people, for the people's benefit. I know 3 or 4 of them in Cavan County Council, 3 youngish women, who work tirelessly, really work tirelessly, and they get paid a decent enough. But at the end of the day, they work they work and they benefit the community. And they're the people you should look up to. The people who are tirelessly working, who are dedicated to the public, who are dedicated to the community, who are dedicated to make sure that you and I, the people of Cavan, make sure that they get the best out of what they can do. And they're the people we should be looking up to. People who work hard, people who worked their backsides off to make it to the highest level of any kind of workplace. I know many women who worked from the bottom, who literally went from the bottom. I know one woman who used to be a factory. She was a cleaner. She used to clean the toilets, clean up after the workers and every shit. And she worked her way up to manager. She worked her way up in 4-5 years. She worked her way up to manager. And again, anything's possible. Again, if you put in the work. And again, I'm sure if I got one to the here now, and I would say to her, because she worked hard. And again, I can tell you something. Because she did, because many people, that's what got her promoted. That's what got her rapidly promoted, because she put her backside into hard labour. And she worked her ass off. She done overtime, she done more than was expected of her. And that's how she got to where she is, and she's making huge bucks in doing her job. And rightly so, because she's a hard worker, she's dedicated to her job. And she feels in herself that she's achieved something. I'm sure she would say it. And her family's proud of her, her community's proud of her. And again, she wouldn't have had the best education. We have to be honest with ourselves here. And I'm sure she would be honest too. She didn't get the best education. She left school at a young age. But she made up for that. Because she worked her ass off to get to where she is. And she has a house. She has a cow. She worked her way up. She got it. And she achieved it. She worked hard for money. And I'm sure she would, if I got her here at the moment, she would say, I'm very proud of myself. I'm very chuffed with what I did. Because, again, she worked for it. She had a goal. She set out to get a goal. She set out to achieve what she could achieve. And it's as simple as that. And I'm sure she would feel the award at the end of being the manager of that plant, for example. And I'm sure she'd be delighted. Again, I just want to say fair play to her. I'm sure, I don't know if she watched some of my videos, but I used to talk to her a lot. I used to meet her on the street every once in a while. I hope she's doing okay again. She knows who I'm sure, I don't know how she watched any of my videos, or she knows I'm doing this, but again, fair play to her. I don't want to say her name. I'm sure she wouldn't want me to give her that much publicity or anything like that. She's that type. She's just hard working, dedicated, really, really dedicated, and she employs a lot of people and keeps them, make sure they're fed and well treated and everything like that. So fair play to her. And they're the people we need to look at, and you make sure young girls look at, that the people who worked hard and who achieved what they wanted to achieve. But this garbage, this really just felt from the Irish Daily Mirror. It's just again, it's not taking offence to this woman who went to that. Again, she's entitled, but it's the fact that the Irish Daily Mirror is more or less saying, look at her, she's bought her second house to young girls. Why you should be a bit more like her. And again, again, she's every right to do what she ever wanted to do. But again, I say to her, and again, I don't mean to be harsh. I don't just people be out there calling people names. I've seen it on Twitter. People, doing this to people who are onlyfans and things like that, calling them names, calling them horrible things, saying about their mother should die in hell and things like that. I've seen this on Twitter. Again, I don't wish that. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But I say to her, if she is watching this, I say to her, we take what I said there. But yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think and bye.